Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together, and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
A large and growing number of countries are steaming ahead with development and deployment of central bank digital currencies. And while crypto assets, including stablecoins, have had their ups and downs, they're not going away. The international payments system needs to be improved. We need to make it cheaper, quicker, and easier, so that workers can send home remittances and small businesses can increase their exports.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will. During that auction that we saw a little bit before, the attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets. Now,
it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So like I told you, I definitely see a big pullback in the first quarter. Then the master magician set up a distraction so the Fed can cut rates, and then we move up. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, guys, we have Bitcoin and crypto moving up. Last night, we definitely received a pump. We had $161 million in liquidations in 24 hours. So the shorters got killed. But guys, if we go and look at the numbers, we go and look at the fundamentals, we see CME, Bitcoin, and Ethereum futures volume is low, but open interest is high. So we know the casino is pushing us up. And those who've been with me from the beginning, we've never seen a chart where volume was so low, but open interest is so high. There's definitely manipulation going on. But make sure you take advantage, follow the money, and remember the Crypto Teacher told you. And those who are part of my stock premium account in the Patreon, remember I told you what cryptos move along with Bitcoin. If you don't have a lot of money, you're able to take advantage of the bigger percentage without spending a lot of money. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates being pushed down. We have the dollar down. And ordinarily, you'll see the stock market up, but as we see, the stock market is pulling back. And then we have volume and crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And guys, you can't make this stuff up. We have Coinbase says that USDC is making a comeback. And those who've been with me from the beginning know I brought you the Brian Brooks and Jeremy O'Leary video, stating that they were working on a global stable coin for the United States. And we know that Tether movie is right around the corner. We know the Fed is not going to allow anyone to control the dollar. Remember, everything is going to be tokenized and put on blockchain, but they control the supply and demand of the money, and they're definitely not giving that up. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. The repo is at $524 billion. Make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis. And we have Jerome in the house on March 20th. And then we also know March the 11th, the Fed will cease making new loans with the Bank Term Funding Program. And we know they're going to have some type of safety net but there's definitely going to be a rumble next month. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Nigeria delivers jumbo rate hike to aid its battered naira. And guys, we know fiat currency is dying on purpose, so then therefore they can bring in these digital currencies along with this digital economy, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take over the economy, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And we know the United States dollar is already dead. The BRICS nations have already jumped off the dollar as just the central banks are holding it up. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about the spot Bitcoin ETFs. We have Blackrock, Fidelity, Grayscale, all up to date, of course. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have OKEX expands to Turkey as part of its global expansion plan. And guys, I don't care what country you go to, everybody has a plan for the fourth industrial revolution, this new digital economy. And we know when we're implementing a plan, it moves in phases. Doesn't happen overnight, it moves in phases. And that's what the second video is going to be about, because we're starting to see the NWO implement all this AI technology right in front of the sheep's eyes without them even knowing. It is unbelievable. And then lastly, guys, we have Republican lawmakers introduce legislation to ban CBDCs in the United States, and it says again. But we know there's no difference between a stable coin and a CBDC, because a stable coin is going to be programmable and they're still able to see everything that you're doing. The same way a credit card does. It's just the fact is a credit card cannot be programmed to a specific item that you can purchase. But we know with stable coins it can. Remember, guys, it's nothing but the Hegelian dialectic. And the video I brought you last night, we understand that our politicians are paid and bought for, and now they clearly are not hiding it. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.